party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Thanks for tuning in to TV20's Weekly News Wrap-Up. I'm Leah Haslage. The Cleveland Municipal Courts recently held their 51st drug court graduation ceremony, graduating 29 individuals who successfully completed the program. Drug court, overseen by Cleveland Municipal Court Judge Lauren Moore, allows those charged with a 4th or 5th degree possession felony to have their records sealed or expunged pending successful completion of the program.
I am so pleased to see all those graduates come out here. And you know, today is the first day of the rest of your life, and you all have a new attitude. You have a new destination in mind.
Before the graduates received their diploma, they heard a very personal story from municipal court employee Thomas Mulgrew, who has been sober for 24 years.
My story is as simple as can be. I drank, I got in trouble. I got AA. AA got a hold of me, I didn't get a hold of AA. I hope it never lets me go.
Some of the graduates chose to speak about changing their lives now that they're free from addiction.
And I have found that I have, lost a son over this addiction 5 months ago. And it's a hard journey. But you know what? If you can give back to somebody, maybe we can save someone's life.
To date, more than 1,500 people have successfully completed the drug court program, with an amazing 80% staying sober and drug-free. 5 firefighters were promoted to the rank of lieutenant and 1 to the rank of captain at a promotion ceremony at Cleveland City Hall. Mayor Jackson administered the oath of office to the latest members of the division to be promoted to a supervisory position.
A captain and 5 lieutenants. On behalf of the Department of Public Safety, congratulations. I know you worked hard. I know it's not an easy process, and we look forward to working with you individuals throughout the years. I would also like to commend you for the fact that you have agreed to accept additional responsibility relative to leadership within the Division of Fire. That's very important to the firefighters and the community that we serve, that leadership position. And we expect you to fulfill your oath of office relative to your responsibilities.
You have earned your position to be an officer of the Cleveland Fire Department. There are many people counting on you as well as rooting for your success. With this honor comes responsibility, reliability, and accountability. This job is a team effort, and we are only as strong as our weakest link. As an officer, you will be a team leader. Lead with courage and commitment.
Today's a great day. Anytime that you can rise up through the ranks is a good thing. And we're looking at probably one of the future chiefs of the fire department in front of us. So thank you all for stepping up to the challenge, and know that council stands prepared to work with the mayor and his and the safety director to give you the resources that you need. So congratulations to all of you.
Since its humble beginnings in 2003, St. Martin de Porres High School in Cleveland saw their student body quadruple in size. Plans were drawn up to build a new school, and a groundbreaking was recently held to kick off the building process. By comparison, says Rich Clark, high school president, this school will be completely different.
We presently teach in a building that was built in 1912, a traditional school, small, narrow hallway, classes, little boxes on the side. This will be completely different. There'll be classrooms that are able to expand. They can open up into a learning community, which is not a hallway. It's just a big another piece of real estate that kids can go into. We do a lot of work where classes combine, so English and science doing something together, or the entire grade level doing something together. This building is designed to do that.
Nick Howley, who sits on the Board of Trustees for the school, talks about what makes St. Martin de Porres so special.
We very strongly believed that the only thing we could ever give our children that mattered, that was lasting, was a quality education, some sense of a work ethic or self-respect, and a moral structure. And we believe that every kid deserves that. A 14-year-old kid without a good education or without a decent educational opportunity is in a bad place in the world today. We think every kid deserves this opportunity. St. Martin's, in our view, fills a unique niche and meets this in a very special way.
Speaking on behalf of Mayor Frank Jackson, Regional Development Chief Ed Rybka passed along his congratulations and support.
Congratulations to the administrators, the Board of Trustees, the staff, the students, all those that were involved in the philanthropy that has gotten us to this point today, the groundbreaking for this new building.
After all the speeches and acknowledgments, it was time to break ground on the new school. The new school is expected to be open before the start of the 2017-2018 school year. The 42nd annual Black History Month flag raising ceremony was held outside Cleveland City Hall to honor the start of Black History Month and African American ancestors. Ward 2 Councilman Zach Reed was on hand to show Cleveland City Council's support of the annual ceremony.
I just want to say on behalf of Cleveland City Council, Kevin Kelly, our council president, we honor and thank you for being here today. We need to give our young people, we had to make more sign-in sheets today because we got so many young people here today. And this is what this is all about. Our generation needs to continue to show our young people there's going to come a time that we're going to pass this baton to you. And when we pass this baton to you, we want you to continue to do what we've continued to do. And don't forget, we're always in a fight. We're always in a struggle. And we can never, ever give up.
The Black History Month celebration continued at Cleveland City Hall with the Faces of Sacrifice, a salute to media.
Actually, the Community Relations Board was actually founded by the former editor of the Call and Post, W.O. Walker, who actually contributed to the formation of the Community Relations Board to deal with race relations and human relations in the city. So definitely we're glad to celebrate Black History Month and all of the Faces of Sacrifice today.
So when we chose Faces of Sacrifice as a committee, we wanted to look at not only where we've come from, but who's making the sacrifice today in these various fields. So today we are going to honor Belletu Wanwason, who is the publisher of Phenomenal Woman magazine, as well as Craig Brooks, who is the publisher of Triumph magazine. These are two fairly new publications in the city, and both of these publishers are sacrificing something in order to give us their viewpoint of the Black community, and we wanted to let them know that we recognize what they're doing, we appreciate it, and hopefully to get others to become more familiar with them and to support them.
Yes, because these are public events which our viewers may not even realize they can come right down to City Hall and enjoy.
Yes, we have a month full of activities, and most of them, there are a few that were invitation only or limited seating, but the vast majority of them are open to the public. They're from noon until about 1:30. We usually have light snacks for you as well, and it's a good time to learn about some of the movers and shakers, and these are people that you may never have heard of.
What does it mean to you to be honored by the City of Cleveland today with the Faces of Media?
It's great. It's unexpected. pretty much just work. You know, you do the work, and we're putting together a great magazine for the city of Cleveland, for African Americans and for other communities to see the great things about the African American community versus some of the negative you see on the news. So, I mean, it's great. I don't know how my name was put on the list, but, you know, I appreciate it. It means a lot to my kids, and hopefully for future generations to see that the hard work I've been doing, the sacrifice, the lack of money a lot of times and things like that, that something's paying off and that people are noticing it. So it's great.
This is such an honor to be among the many that have, achieved this title, and to be recognized during the Black History Month, to stand in front of people, to be part of the Black history and be a part of it. This is such an honor and a privilege, really.
And you're being honored, of course, for Phenomenal Woman magazine. Tell us, for the viewers that may not be familiar with the magazine, just briefly about it and what inspired you to start it to begin with.
Well, the magazine is a magazine that promotes women that are the everyday women in our community, the sheroes, the unsung, sheroes. So our aim is to promote and celebrate the women in our community, so other young girls and other women can be encouraged and inspired by their stories. I've worked with the Colon Post newspaper for a long time, and during my time is there where I learned the courage and passion and the pain and the achievements of African American community, and it's such a privilege to be a part of this.
Any last words to the younger generation here in Cleveland as far as what they can do to be empowering, to do better?
Definitely. You are looking at one of the biggest knuckleheads there could have ever been as a teenager. And I think I just want to say it's all right to do things that may not be exactly what you're supposed to do, as long as you don't go too far. Be respectful, and always remember that you can come back and make a difference for your community, because you have family and you have friends, but at the end of the day, the human community, not just the Black community, the human community is what matters most, and you want to leave a positive legacy.
We'll be right back with more Weekly News Wrap-Up.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow!
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to TV20's Weekly News Wrap-Up. Some people call it Fat Tuesday, others call it Mardi Gras. However, there's a lot of us that call it Punchki Day. TV20 was at Seven Roses Deli in Slavic Village very early in the morning to watch them make this delightful treat.
We're here at Seven Roses Deli at 63rd and Fleet Avenue in Slavic Village, celebrating Fat Tuesday, where we have the most fabulous punchki you could ever ask for. These women are working hard in the background, putting them together. They've been cooking all night. They've already sold hundreds of donuts and punchki, so we're really excited to be out here. When I was growing up, Fat Tuesday was a big day, so everybody celebrated that pre-Lenten. Empty your cupboards out, put those punchkis together. It was a fabulous celebration. There was a lot of old ethnic heritage in our neighborhood.
Councilman Brancatelli says that this is just the beginning of many more activities in the Slavic Village area.
This is a great kickoff of our season. We start off with Fat Tuesday and selling all these fabulous punchki, but we lead right into our spring-summer events. We have our Pierogi Dash this summer in June. We have our Polish Constitution Day Parade in May. So we have a lot of fun activities where people are getting out and about. We have the Velodrome, our fast-track cycling. We're going to have competition again there where cyclists are going to be coming from all over the region, doing some fabulous bike cycling. And we're also going to be looking at just our day-to-day activities that we have in our churches, from the Polish Constitution Day to our Polish celebrations, as well as all the other ethnic fairs that are going on.
For more information on everything that's happening in Slavic Village, be sure to visit slavicvillage.org. You couldn't miss the Sea of Red entering Cleveland Convention Center for the 2016 Cleveland Go Red for Women Health Expo and Luncheon hosted by the American Heart Association. I went to find out what we can do to be heart healthy and how an event like this impacts so many.
Ladies, is this your first time attending the expo?
This is my first time.
This is my first time too. I've been here several times.
Do you get these ladies to come out this year?
I got Angie to come, and then we met a new friend.
So you can make new friends at this event as well. Now, why was it important to get involved in the Go Red campaign and the expo and luncheon today?
It's a part of networking, knowing a little bit better about the American Heart Association, and finding out friends, families who have dealt with this and how they have dealt with it. So it's a wonderful event to come out to and to be a part of.
And it's really important for women especially because we always hear what the symptoms are, and they're mostly geared towards men and not women. And there are so many women that are caretakers, and we're in the workplace now. And I actually had the opportunity to save someone's life by actually doing the compressions. On 480, coming over the bridge, a woman that was having a heart attack. And if it wasn't for the dispatch person on the other end, I didn't know how to do it. But it was so simple, and that's why I support this event, because I realized how important it was to be educated.
And you can learn how to actually do that today. I hear the music going on in the back right now, a little Staying Alive.
Yeah, and I really love visiting all of the exhibitors and seeing what there is out there that we can do to stay healthier ourselves, keep our families healthier, and the networking's great.
What do you think is the number one thing you want women to take away when they come to this expo every year?
The number one thing would be the energy about the event. There is so much energy here and positive feelings about how much we have united to really raise the awareness of cardiovascular disease in Northeast Ohio. And that the American Heart Association, in partnership with University Hospitals, has really given everybody the resources to take care of themselves and get educated.
I know for me, with being a mom, that anything I can do to extend my life and be here longer for my children is very important to me. And so many heart issues for women, and I have a grandfather who's had multiple heart attacks and he's getting a pacemaker next week, and so he's my reason for being involved here.
What's the coolest thing about the expo and luncheon that you think viewers that maybe have never been here before should come out next year and get involved in this for that reason?
Besides all the awesome things that you can win here and seeing everyone dressed in red, I'm really enjoying watching everyone learn CPR over here. And I'm thinking about doing it. It's been probably 10 years more since I've even taken the CPR class, and I hate to admit that. So I think that's the most fun part, the interactive booths and the expos, and just getting to see and taste and feel everything. So fun.
I've been involved with the Go Red for Women campaign here in Cleveland for about 3 years, and this year as the Circle of Red chair. And it's very, very exciting. This is our big event. We've been working all year long to make it a success, and it's awesome to see so many women come out to support the Heart Association, to support heart health for women.
During this expo and luncheon over the last few years, what has been the most exciting moment or the most important moment for you? Have you had a compliment or seen something that's happened that's really touched you?
Well, it's always really exciting when we see and talk to people that have really benefited from the work of the Heart Association. That's always the best part for me, when we every year have brought individuals up on stage to share their story and really tell us why it's all worthwhile.
For more information on Go Red for Women, visit clevelandgored.heart.org or call 216-791-7500. Maisha Wilson, owner of New Life Fitness Camp in Cleveland, teamed up with the local chapters of the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority to raise funds for the American Heart Association with exercise and education for women about heart health.
Welcome to the 4th annual Pink Goes Red
heart disease awareness event here at New Life Fitness Campus, hosted by the wonderful ladies of AKA Sorority Incorporated. And I'm really excited that they choose New Life Fitness to be a part of this. Not only am I passionate about the health of women, primarily minority women, but it's clearly a passion of theirs as well. I think it's an awesome turnout, an amazing event, and just the fact that they'll use their platform to bring awareness to minority health, to me, speaks volumes.
This is our 4th year participating in our partnership with our national sponsors, both the American Heart Association and the American Stroke Association, for this National Day, Go Red for Women and Heart Health Awareness. We're really excited to be here, and we're having a lot of fun. Our proceeds that we collect this evening will be donated to the American Heart and the American Stroke Association.
So the way that this event really is laid out, it's done to make fitness fun. The ladies of AKA, they donate a portion of the proceeds to the Heart Association as well as the Stroke Association. And so it's definitely a fundraiser, but it's showing people that you can have fun and be fit. And, you know, it doesn't have to be strenuous. They're going to do Zumba. It's going to be hip-hop cycling. There's been group fitness. So there's so many ways that you can have fun, get fit, and, you know, have a good time.
The Cleveland Orchestra Youth Orchestra today announced auditions for the 2016-2017 season. Auditions will be held at Severance Hall during the month of May for middle and high school student instrumentalists who are studying privately and involved in their school music program. Those interested should contact Youth Orchestra Manager Lauren Jenneret at 216-231-7352 or email coyo@clevelandorchestra.com for information, or download audition materials at clevelandorchestrayouthorchestra.com. Click on Auditions, and good luck to you if you do apply. Well, that's all for your TV20 Weekly News Wrap-Up, where you get the whole story. I'm Leah Hasledge. Now stay tuned for reporter Christian Patterson with the Inside Sports Report. But first, here's reporter Dan Monroe with a look at the history of Cleveland City Hall, which is celebrating 100 years this year.
"2016 will be a year of celebration for the city of Cleveland. You see, our beloved City Hall turns 100 years old. There's a lot of history in these hallowed halls, and if these walls could speak, well, they tell a very interesting story. Before finding its home on Lakeside Avenue, city business was conducted in buildings throughout Cleveland. In April of 1802, Cleveland, then known as Cleveland Township, held its first government meeting in a log cabin to elect township officials. In 1875, Cleveland City Hall moved to the Case Block, a commercial building that stood where the public library now stands. City Hall shared the building with a hotel and various stores for about 30 years until plans were presented to Mayor Tom Johnson for a new City Hall complex. The location, design, and architecture of Cleveland City Hall was conceptualized as a part of the Group Plan of 1903. The Group Plan laid the foundation for the development of Cleveland's Mall, along with the Federal Building, Cuyahoga County Courthouse, Public Hall, the Cleveland Board of Education Building, the Cleveland Public Library, and City Hall over a span of about 30 years. Shortly after purchasing the Case Block building, where City Hall had resided for the past 30 years, the Group Plan was presented to Mayor Tom Johnson. Plans for the new City Hall were finalized in 1907 and construction began in 1912. With a price tag of $3 million, the building was completed in less than 5 years. City Hall was dedicated on the 4th of July, 1916. Crowds by the thousands visited City Hall that day. Tours were given by the Boy Scouts, concerts were performed in the lobby, and current Mayor Harry L. Davis was on hand to meet the curious visitors. Those who stayed through the evening were treated with the largest fireworks display ever seen in Cleveland at that time. It was a great day for the city of Cleveland. Architecturally speaking, the new City Hall was beautiful, a great gem for the city of Cleveland. Not only does this building provide a home for the mayor and the city council, it also has offices for city planning, the treasurer, public health, and public safety. The new City Hall was truly a building for the people. Rallies, voter registrations, and even protests were commonplace inside and around the building. The rotunda made a great place to deliver speeches, as a person's voice would echo and could be heard anywhere in the room. A building like this, however, requires upkeep. As time passes, it became obvious that City Hall needed a bit of a facelift. There have been several renovations to the City Hall during its 100-year history. In 1951 and 1977, council chamber offices got upgraded, and in 1994, the exterior of the building underwent major restorations. On March 9, 1982, a fire broke out on the 4th floor of City Hall. The fire was quickly contained and no one was injured, though the blaze did about $100,000 worth of damages. The culprit of the fire? A faulty extension cord connected to a coffee maker. Today, Cleveland City Hall stands strong at its address at 601 Lakeside Avenue. It remains a beacon for its residents and a symbol of how great the city of Cleveland is. A symbol that has stood the test of time for 100 years. If you've never visited Cleveland City Hall, I urge you to stop by to see this architectural and historical marvel. Happy birthday, City Hall. At 100 years old, you're still looking good.
Thanks for watching TV 20. We are Cleveland.